Good morning, traders. I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. Friday morning here. Happy Friday to everybody. Come to talk to you about the grain markets today. Okay, it's winding down the middle to the end of August, so it's just the wrong time of the year for these grain markets to try and rally. So the charts we're going to show you today, you can see we're having a negative week, and we'll see where we close today. The corn market, export sales continues to be very robust. That's real strong here going forward. Another topic on corn in China. China's building ethanol plants similar to what we do. So kudos to China. They can use up all of this stored corn that they have for their ethanol plant. And I think the big picture, sooner or later, I think China can be buying U.S. corn. Significant story for our corn production. Now, U.S. corn production in the world is 35%. Think about that. Corn, just a staple food for hundreds and hundreds of years here in our great country. 35% of the world production we produce, and there's probably more coming in 2019. So we'll talk more about that. Our first chart of corn here, you can see really down week this week. Not a lot of new news. So as we move into September, I think you're going to see a low put in here and rally into the end of the year. So we'll keep talking about that. Okay, the soybean market, our next chart on soybeans, you can see we're struggling this week. There's not a lot of new news. Exports were out. They were very good yesterday, so that's a positive. I think soybean meal is really important. Any bull markets that we've had in soybeans have always been led by soybean meal. So soybean meal export sales, very stout yesterday, and we look for this to continue. Here's a tidbit now on Brazil and their South American production. They're going to increase their soybean production maybe 7% from last year. And here's a topic for a cocktail party if you're at from time to time. Brazil has expanded acres 12 years in a row. How many years is that going to continue? I think the answer to that is the rest of our lifetime. Brazil's got all these Amazon acres, all of the savannas here, to grow more soybean, but they're such a backward country. They truck all their soybeans by road and truck, and it's really a third world country in comparison there. So again, Brazil and their soybean production going to increase. This will be the 12th year in a row, all jokes aside here. Okay, the wheat market now, you've seen leadership in wheat. Now these charts here, our next chart on wheat, you can see the longs are vulnerable here. I think sooner or later, these major wheat production in the world today, Canada, Australia, France, this export wheat business is going to come to USA sooner or later, and that can be a real positive for the wheat market going forward. Everybody have an excellent weekend.